When trying to invent the perfect human diet, we all have our own strategies. Some just focus on the science. But can you trust scientists? In bed, I doubt it. Others are like hippie intuitionists, like, I'm feeling grapes. I touch a grape and it's like, oh, ow, no, actually, no, watermelon. Okay. There's intuition, there's science, there's common sense, there's looking at the past, at our ancestors, but were we lied to about history? Probably. So what I do doesn't make a lot of sense in the common world, but let's talk.
I am a vegan, you are a loser.
So I've been flip-flopping my way to health, just changing diets every couple seasons. Sometimes I make it 10 months or a year. Other times it's like a 2-week thing. It's like, wow, that was really bad. Let's 180 on that one. So I've been having success doing that. Like, it's not the answer. Obviously, I would rather just stick to one program that works. And I think we're heading there. I doubt it, but whatever. The funny thing is my current diet doesn't make a ton of sense. Like, a lot of other diets are more practical and realistic. Just for example, fruitarian style diet. It makes sense if you're out in a jungle and you actually find a fruit tree. They're kind of hard to come by, but you see one and you're just like, wow, this is so tasty. Like, it makes so much sense that fruit is our perfect food. Yet, here we are. A lot of us struggle on fruit-based diets. They blame it on detox. I blame it on sugar. And it's like, it doesn't work. It makes sense logically, like, yeah, of course. Whereas my current diet, a high-fat, raw vegan diet, it makes zero sense. Like, nut trees don't grow for very long. It's a couple months they're in season, and like, they do store for a while. I could see it. You're in a macadamia patch, and then you pick them all and you store them for generations in the cellar. It could work. But like, nuts are hard to digest on their own, and if you ever came upon a flaxseed plant, you would like not even know what that is. Like tiny little seeds, and you'd taste one and be like, what the hell is that? It wouldn't like be considered human food, yet it's like the most healing thing ever. This is also a what I eat in a day video, by the way. Let's switch into that protocol. I have a green juice in the morning, again, because it makes sense intuitionally. I hear a lot of people saying, oh, juicing's bad, you remove the fiber. I get plenty of fiber throughout the day, and I feel good drinking this. I always have. Is there a ton of oxalates in it? I hope there is. I like getting pink eye from oxalate-related tissue. In fact, I just drank my green juice, and it's hydrating, it's delicious, it's not high in sugar, it doesn't spike me. So like, I'm happy with it. I feel like it helps the bowels hydrate, and we're flushing there. It's like all A+. It's just like you can go extreme on it on a juice fast for 100 days, and then you lose your microbiome. You can't digest a damn thing. So there's extremes, and then there's common sense. Now, what I was doing for my breakfast after the green juice was having the Dr. G smoothies with just like a bunch of blueberries and flax seeds and cruciferous vegetables. There's purple cabbage in there. And I was even trying cacao because she said, it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Just have cacao. Nobody struggles with that. My face struggles with it. As soon as I started adding that, it took like 5 days. This is why it's so hard to figure out, but I know if I eat an allergen type food, it can take up to 6 days for a zit to form. So like, I just wait, and I knew it was gonna happen, and it did. I got a bunch of zits here, which I haven't been getting at all. So cacao, you're out of my life. It was fun for that week. I was buying Brocco Chuck bars. 2 pounds of broccoli sprouts hidden in a chocolate bar. Oh boy. So I was having fun. Just a tablespoon in the smooth and maybe a couple pieces before dinner. Ah, that's good times. Those times are over though. Ouch to my face. And if I'm being honest with you, these smoothies suck because I can't add much fruit. So it's just like a 250 grams of wild blueberries, and that's my only sweetness. And it's mostly just like the blandest sweetness ever. I don't feel good after drinking that smoothie, so I have switched back to a dip. and we're dipping stuff. This dip is so delicious. It's so simple. Like I was saying, the flaxseed plant, like they're tasteless, but when you blend them, they taste really good. So this is just half a cup of flax seeds, 40 grams of macadamia nuts. I just bought 25 pounds of macadamia nuts. Side rant. The website said they were from Hawaii. Macadamia nuts. I get the box, they're from Kenya. Oh, do they even make nuts? Didn't know that. It sounds really hot there, almost as if they go rancid immediately in your warehouse that's definitely not air conditioned. Kenyans are busy running for marathons and stuff to get to the Olympics, and they're running away from elephants. I don't really want your nuts, but I have 25 pounds of them now, and they're not whole. They're just pieces. Those are usually cheaper. You didn't advertise that properly. That was a $450 investment in my future. So that sucked. So I'm adding macadamia nuts to this dip, not because I have 25 pounds that I need to get through, but I think avocados, I'm just suspecting that they give me gas. I've been having nightmarish gas for ever since I went vegan 5 months ago, and I'm getting sick of it. I do not need rotten egg smells coming out of my body, but it's happening often and powerfully. So we're done with that. So I'm trying to find the culprit. So I have eliminated avocados, cabbage, onion powder, and spirulina. Those are my 4 suspects. My gas is much decreased. Like almost carnivore levels now. So I don't know which of the 4, maybe all 4, or just 1. So I will slowly add 1 back. Hopefully the spirulina for the gains. So my breakfast dip is just flax seeds, macadamia nuts, lemon, a little bit of salt, about a heaping 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and some water to get it blended. That's it. Like, it's very simple and it's really tasty. And I just dip a romaine heart instead of the cabbage farty fart. So romaine, boom, dipped, something like 700 calories. So that little dip is what I'm gonna make as soon as I'm done this video, and that will sustain me for many hours. And I'll drink water throughout the day, and some mysterious waters have already been drank. Source unidentified. And for my dinner salad, I have a salad. So we're making the Lou Corona nut yogurts again. I've been doing Dr. Brooke Goldner's Hyper-Nourishing protocol for a long time now, and thank you for the sty in my left eye and the pink eye in the right. I appreciate that. And all of my muscle disappearing from my body. I've loved the whole situation there. I'm just trying to meet the bare basic protein needs of a baby penguin and just be able to lift my body somewhat. I feel my strength has returned and I'm happy, and I'm not eating a ton. It's like 80 grams maybe, but it's like a respectable amount. I even found some tofu. I was experimenting with that. It's fava bean tofu. I don't hate you. And there's pumpkin seed tofu. Wow. As long as it's soy free. I do not do well with soy at all. So this particular salad, I was still using the avocados and the cabbage. So it's like a cabbage kale base with the protein tofu in there and sun-dried tomatoes that were soaked for a couple hours, and the nut yogurt. That's a hazelnut yogurt. Sometimes I make pumpkin seed yogurt. There's an avocado on there, tomatoes, a little bit of sea salt, some onion powder. So while I have drastically increased my omega-6, it could still be fine. I'm in a 1-to-1 ratio still. We're still in the ballpark of normality, and I'm happy with it. And there's a ton more nutrients in these higher omega-6 nuts, like pumpkin seeds, super high in zinc. Side story, did you know that pumpkin seeds are not the highest in zinc? Everybody always says pumpkin seeds. Sesame seeds are just as high, same exact amount, and hemp seeds are much higher. Hemp for the win, except when you taste it and you eat a lot and your tongue burns through hemp-related poisons, but I don't know, whatever. It could be healthy. It probably isn't. So that's what we're doing. High-fat, raw vegan. It seems to be very balancing in my body. I have some coconut yogurt sometimes. I just found it. Vanilla, it's way too addictive. There's hardly any sugar in it. 2 grams of sugar. per like million pounds of the thing. I was like, okay, I'll try it. It's like crack. So I just have a couple spoonfuls. It actually has living probiotics. And I just ordered the bundle of a lifetime from Lou Corona. My God, that was like $500+. I got his enzymes, his probiotics, and his protein powder. And I want to live in that field for a bit. I've never tried his stuff. I've always tried to make my nut yogurts with my own probiotics that I find, but I want to try his, see if they're any more magical. And so like we're half between Brooke Goldner's Hyper-Nourishing and Lou Corona's raw vegan, high-fat type of thing, with less fruit than even he has. But I feel the strength. The skin will heal again after the cacao freakout. My pink eye might heal as well, and I like those odds. What are you doing? How are you eating right now? Let me know down below. After you thumb up the video, of course. Before you thumb it up. No, after. You're thumbing this video down because you are making kidney bean yogurt with raw kidney beans. It's the one food that we know for sure is toxic raw, and you're gonna ferment it, likely increasing the toxins, not getting rid of them, and developing stronger bacteria than the ones in your body, and they will take over and probably make you do weird things, like high five people randomly for no reason. You want that in your life? I wouldn't. I'm vegan. Almost 6 months? No, not even close. 5.5. Vegan as hell. All right, I'm gonna leave. How you doing? Subscribing for more videos, and I'll see you next.